shall rise, my children! Historically, the term Witchfinder General refers to Matthew Hopkins, a detestable man who murdered many supposed witches. Fortunately, this tale has more positive results for the latest in the profession. Drew Jackson has achieved his dream of becoming an intern at the Pentagon. But because he makes a minor disruption during orientation, he is carted off somewhere out of the way where nobody will find him. The U.S. Department of the Witchfinder General. There he learns about the secret paranormal hunting division of the government, hidden away in the budget by spells. Still, it is undermanned, with only the current Witchfinder General, Suetonius, and an assistant named Annie, who helps take care of many of the little busybody assignments necessary for the job. There is a long history of Witchfinder generals in the United States, those dedicated to eliminating the supernatural forces that would harm people in the home of the brave. Hell, even Truman was a witchfinder before Suetonius got the job. Witches themselves are extinct, though. Hell, they've been illegal since the 20s. Drew is, of course, a little disbelieving of all of this, taken out on jobs to deal with curses, hexes, and demonic creatures that he cannot see. At least until he retires for a beer with Suetonius, and Suetonius explodes! With Suetonius dead, the role of Witchfinder General falls onto poor Drew, who takes up the Witchfinder wig and is given the witch sight, the ability to see the supernatural things around him. For instance, there was a bridge that was home to a bark demon that they had used a spell to keep from attacking said bridge. But clearly the seeds from one were used to destroy Suetonius. However, once the spell is undone, and the bark demon repelled from attacking, they discover that the bark demon was merely trying to protect its young. And with the knowledge imbued by the witch sight, Drew is able to heal it, and the bark demon takes up residence inside the office on a shelf. And so it is like that, as Drew undergoes the difficulties that such a job entails, like dealing with an imp infestation in Philadelphia. Imps are notorious for playing tricks and pranks, and Drew must push them out with a little help from a time-traveling Ben Franklin, the Clockwork Minuteman. Ben is even aided by his own future ghost, who has gotten a bit grumpy in death. Still, they close the portal that the imps have been using to travel into the human realm, although such a portal would only be possible from a very powerful source. Still, the leader of the imps, Vinegar Tom, is so impressed by the new Witchfinder General that he decides to team up with him and Annie. After Drew accidentally sends them to the land of Bastest, where all cats come from. Annie herself is revealed to be a cat, cursed to work with humans after she accidentally helped the 9 sisters, powerful witches from across history, destroy the Roanoke colony. Drew helps the cats deal with a group of child ghosts who have been accidentally attacking cats in Central Park, New York, who were just hoping for some friendship and company. And Queen Grimalkin of the cats grants him a favor of whatever he likes, and suggests he use it when the 9 rise again. After dealing with some redcoat vampires, by showing them the wonders of the modern day after they had been asleep since the Revolutionary War, Annie explains the history of the 9. Throughout history, they have commanded armies, tamed nature, but always to use for their own benefit. 8 times before they have been repelled. But this final time, according to prophecy, means the end of the world. Even Suetonius' ghost thinks that they are screwed, that they would need an army to defeat them. But fortunately, Drew has such an army. You see, traditionally, the Witchfinder General hunts and kills the supernatural, but Drew is different. He has been making friends with them. And when the 9 witches refuse to simply coexist in peace, Drew assembles his army. Cats, bark demons, imps, redcoat vampires, and of course, time-traveling Ben Franklin to defeat the 9 and save the world. The Witchfinder General is a great tale, reminding you that one should not always fear the things that go bump in the night. In fact, it may be better to make friends with us.